from server 73, and in this video we are going to speak about the Throne of the Supreme. It's like one of the events that is lasting for 18 days still, and I think we already have it for like 12 days or something like this. We can just check here the schedule when it started. It started the 27th of March, and it's going to end end of April, so it's taking 4 weeks, like 1 month. It's a 1 month event, and then it has a cooldown of, I think, when I don't remember wrong, for 2 weeks. This is how it's going. We have some different regions, as you can see, 1 until 32. We are currently in the Grand Region 9. This is my region, and in the end we will see we have a 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place, and normally you can just check here what kind of service you're going to face. If you know what is your range of service, you can just double check on the top left the Supreme Leaderboard, and you can see if you are already in the same Grand Region. Usually we were facing 78 in their prime with Nikki and Trevor King and Cow and all of them, but since the server and Lord Loki, of course, but since the server is more or less spread all over the world now, we are not facing any of them anymore. And then recently we were facing server 66. It's the server of Zaza and Zenku. So that was how it was supposed to be in the past, but for a couple of Throne of Supreme seasons already, we are not facing any of the servers. I think we are facing 78, but like I said, they are all spread over the world, all over the world, so it's not a big deal anymore. So it's just 73, and we are just fighting for us and for each other. We are currently in the 2nd stage in the international regional group matches, with all the different bets that you can do to collect your coins, and most important, you need the Stardust, so you're just going to use your points for the Stardust. Also the Hippo exclusive artifact and the exclusive artifact for Cleopatra is available here. Plus, I think this is a Peter, when I'm not wrong, from the Lightning Marsh. So we had, like, in the point race stage, I think I finished 2nd, and Arya finished 1st, and Killua finished 3rd. I'm just going to go into a couple of reports that I lost and why I lost them, and why I won them. Like, for example, with Strife here. I was facing his lightning with my earth. As we know, lightning, and he has a strong lightning, is the weakness of my earth. Didn't do any damage, to be honest. I'm currently running memory defense on Zenobia. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. I will just figure out after a while. So he was just deleting me, but the most interesting is actually that my Athena Loki is killing his lightning, and then I was winning close in overtime versus his Holy Loki. So I did 60 million damage and 29 million of Loki, but as you can see, my Manko did like a lot of damage to my whole team. So I guess when you see that I controlled him or confused him like 4 times and he did 8 times, it's the double. That is actually the biggest reason why I lost the game, because he probably took over Manko for a couple of times. Also, he even though you can see that my no escape was hitting him and his no escape didn't trigger, I still lost because of the confuses. So Loki is still one of the most overpowered Chaos Immortals. But we'll just check the replay. Now it's starting. As we know, Holy in general just needs a lot of time until something really happens. They're confused, just his Loki. confused my Loki. Oh, there's the first confuse of my Manko. And unfortunately, I see often confuses when his team is stunned, so that really didn't help me. Now I confused his Manko finally one time. It's like 1-1, I think. But still, my Loki is already dead, so confused mine a second time. This is actually the game changer, I think, that or I mean, I won the fight, but this is the reason why I took a lot of damage. He was just confusing my Manko for a long while, and I'm running Blade Vortex and Executioner. Maybe it procced at the same time. Of course, I can't do anything versus a mixed marsh with only one immortal. It's just going to explode, yeah, of course. And my fire is just weak. It's my weakest marsh. I used to play Shadow in the back in the days, but my dragon was far behind because I was focused on Holy, so I switched over to fire. I still want to do Cyrus probably, and I want to use Hippo for Wukong because Wukong is like, yeah, it doesn't really fit into the setup, and I hope they still want to, yeah, rework him because he's not that good for the fact that he's actually a Chaos Immortal. But yeah, okay. That was how the fight was going. So the second time when I was facing him, I just changed my setup. In this fight was still overtime. I'm playing a bit more like more survivability on the fire front row, so I could deal a lot of damage to his lightning, like almost the same for everyone. A lot of healing from the battle authority of Wukong 2, and he could also just deal. Wow, his Toku deal a lot of damage. That's a huge amount. It's probably from fighting Will, I guess. He did like this more damage than my Wukong. Let's check it out. The biggest problem that Wukong has in this setup is that he needs to proc his ultimate, but his animation is so long that sometimes he can just get silenced or stunned while he's doing the animation. Looked pretty equal actually, 26 to 26%. Yeah, but now I also silenced and taunted his back row Khan, and pretty good. And now I just have to deal with 2 tanks. It's pretty difficult with no magic damage. It's just physical damage, and Toku is like countering all the physical damage with his ultimate skill. Yeah. But for his now it's overtime. For the next round, he won't do any damage. I need to double check if he is using the exclusive artifact of Toku and what it's doing, because I have the feeling there's like some damage reflecting, and this is what I'm going to double check after the fight. Of course, now it's pretty fast. No, I mean pretty fast for a holy, since it takes a lot of time until it procs some damage. That should be fine. Battle Sense and Manko are like it's really a long time until they deal damage, but then it goes fast. Okay, now the final most important thing, Athena Loki versus Athena Loki. Both the good part the benefit that I have in this fight is you can see that I silenced 4 of his immortals, and he just silenced 3 because I'm running Fighting Master on Athena. That means my energy bar of Athena is already full, and he just has to regenerate the energy. This gives me an advantage because I have already Holy and Grace on my team applied. So this is good because this this is a little advantage for the normal damage or the physical damage. Oh, I confused immediately two of his immortals, Loki and Athena. This is good because he's not running Fighting Master on Athena, so I can also confuse her to get the benefit of Holy and Grace on my team. She didn't proc it when she was confused. This time I just killed his Loki way faster. As also my Loki was in the last fight that Azap, and then a mix actually can't do that much versus Athena. We'll just skip out here, and we're just going to compare the confuses. So let's see. I confused 7 times. He confused 8 times. Okay, but still, the damage was pretty good on my side and pretty low on his side. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Very interesting. I want to check if he was running the... No, not the exclusive artifact. But, yeah. Pretty decent. I was surprised that he's doing a lot of damage with Toku in this fight. Nice, pretty good. In the end, I'm always attacking the left one, but as you can see, most of the time there were just Kin and Strife coming. I was fighting one time Killua. I won his Poseidon mix. He was running a setup with Toxin Barrier versus mixed Marsh, I guess. The rest is almost the same. I just probably did more damage and more confuses. Way more confuses, and he probably took a lot of damage from Poseidon. It's 3rd in damage, it's 1st in damage, and 1st in damage. That is actually the biggest factor. You most likely just win the fights when you confuse Poseidon and he's dealing damage to his own team. Otherwise, you won't be able to win it actually. And then my Earth did the rest after my Fire did some decent damage to his mixed Marsh. Let's go deep into the fights versus Arya. I'll most likely lose pretty hard because she's our biggest player in 73, but she's not running No Escape for a while. I know that they wanted to test something and she wanted to test something else, but she's running the Infinite Firepower. That's one of the most OP skills in the Legendary section. I already made a video regarding this, just check it out. So this one is kinda not interesting, but confused 2 times. She confused 3 times, and I didn't confuse Poseidon in this case. So what I was surprised is in my defense. I have 2 defense loses, but they are pretty close, as you can see. I won the mixed versus my Earth pretty good. Then Poseidon Athena won versus my mixed, and then I won versus the Poseidon. This is probably because, like I said, Poseidon did a lot of damage again to their own team, and this is helping me a lot. Confusing 2 times, and I confused like 5 times, also way more. My healing also a bit better than her healing in this case, so pretty fine. I lost like, it was just RNG Himiko with like no percentage of HP left in the overtime, but that is what I mean. My fire is just not dealing enough damage. I think with Cyrus and with Hippo it would be a bit more control with the stuns and with the damage from Hippo. Pretty okay. This was not even close again. So I had one fight that was okay, and the other one was meh, but okay. I would say a lot of damage. 62 million damage is huge. But again, a lot of damage to look, it's not even my team that is dealing damage. It's like her own Poseidon who's dealing damage. This is pretty nice. We are now in the second stage already. It's the group stages. We are facing like service that I'm sorry, but I don't really know, and they look pretty weak. I look forward to have the next round and to face maybe again like Arya, Kin, Mike, Spaß, some strong players. But yeah, that's it. That is a bit how our Throne of Supreme looks like and how the Throne of Supreme looks like in general. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.